Welcome back to another Southpaw Garage video. We are back out here in the garage. I know it's been a while, but this is another Chevy Nova video. So if you've been waiting on it, here it is. I'm assuming you read the title of today's video, and that means that you're probably here for a very specific reason. And that reason is that yes, today we are going to crank the motor for the first time, which means you will get to hear the roar of this 5.7 liter 350 cubic inch V8 full of all American muscle. America, yeah! But before we get to that, let's take a look at some of the other stuff that we've been working on while we've been getting this motor ready to crank. So we're going to start with the glove box here. We got the door. It was repainted. We kind of scratched some of it and had to repaint it, but now we've got the latch and locking mechanism installed, so it just needs to be put in the dash. It just takes 3 screws down at the bottom of the dash and you're good to go. We do have the glove box itself. That's up here in the dash, so once we get the door in, that'll be done. And then looking over here, we have the ashtray door. And if you notice, we've also got the ashtray itself and the cigarette lighter in, which neither of those will ever be used in this car because no one will ever smoke anything in this car. No one will ever eat or drink in this car. But yeah, that's pretty much just going to be closed all the time, but it's part of the car, so there it is. We've also got the vent installed up here, so working vents. And that is all of the vents now finally installed in the dash. And that's pretty much the dash. You'll notice here we have some yellow tape. That is kind of to protect the paint in case that gets closed. We don't currently have the bumpers installed for it, but once we get those back in, then the tape will come off and that will be able to close and open. If you look right over here, you will notice our beautiful driver's seat. Got this thing ready to go. We put this in because we're getting ready to bleed the brakes and we need kind of somewhere to sit while we're putting pressure on the pedals. And hopefully, if the engine cranks, then we'll be able to kind of move the car around without just having to push it all the time once we get the wheels and tires on. Speaking of cranking this motor, let's see what work we've got done on it since the last video. You'll notice the distributor is installed with the spark plugs connected. We took the little gutter channel that goes up here out because it was hitting the top of the spark plugs. We just didn't think that was kind of the best way to leave it, so we're just using these little ring wire holders, whatever you want to call them, and it's holding those wires in really nice. Spark plug wires are coming down and around. They're kind of a little messy up near the distributor and around the back right now, but when you get to the engine itself, we have these beautiful billet aluminum wire looms. So you'll see it's got a channel for each wire, goes all the way back. It's got the nice beautiful Chevy bow tie, always a great touch when you've got that Chevy bow tie included. And yeah, it just kind of brings the wires down here behind. There we go, got it to focus. Down there behind the spark plugs and the headers and lets it run up to the distributor. We're also using these heat resistant sleeves to protect the wires. The engine would look a lot better without them in my opinion, but safety first. Don't want the wires to get too hot and to be melted away or corroded or whatever you want to call it when the heat from the engine causes the wires to malfunction. So we are using these little heat resistant sleeves on all of the spark plug wires here. We've got one belt just kind of hanging. That is currently the only belt we have that fits. The other one we had was too small, so we got to get a couple more belts to hook up here. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, we will be ready to crank this motor. well, other than that, we've also got to connect some of these hoses that have to be hooked up. We got to get the vacuum hose from there, and the vacuum hose from there, and the vacuum hose from the distributor. So those had to be hooked up. You notice over here, we also have the aluminum wire loom. Same thing going on over here, wires with the heat resistant sleeves going into the loom and then running out the back. I've ordered some kind of cable management for this back here. Gonna try a couple things, try and get that cleaned up. So hopefully I'll have this looking really pristine once we get everything in for cable management. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at on the engine. Air cleaner still got to go on. Not sure if I've got the angle right on the camera so you can see it, but air cleaner still got to go on too. But let's fast forward to us trying to crank this motor for the first time and see if we can get this motor running. Today is the day. It is officially the moment of truth, the time that we find out if this custom built 350 small block that my dad and I built and wired ourselves will crank. Fingers crossed, let's see what happens.